I wish I looked a little less homeless on this video. How to write a joke. Every joke consists of two parts, which are setup and punchline. Like, you've heard them all. The structure is always the same. You create expectation and then you ruin it. This is how laughter is created.
Back to homelessness for a second. Here's one of my best jokes performed live.
I once approached a girl at a bar and I offered to buy her a drink. And she said, "Oh no, you have the face of someone who was born 50 kilometers away from Chernobyl." Which is really offensive, right guys? And 100% true, I was born 50 kilometers away from Chernobyl.
So basically, in this joke, the setup is I once approached a girl at a bar and I said to her, "Excuse me, can I buy you a drink?" Like, the setup is pretty simple, very relatable, at least to a major part of the population, because you either were a guy who were approaching girls at a bar to meet them, or a girl who was approached. So in many cases, people can relate to this joke. And the punchline is, "Oh no, you have the face of somebody who was born 50 kilometers away from Chernobyl." Yeah, which is, it's good, because it definitely breaks, like, you expected that I'm gonna be rejected in this joke, because otherwise I wouldn't be telling it, or maybe I would be bragging, but you definitely not expected this rough of rejection, right? Like, unnecessary, uncalled for, basically. Like, the simple no would have been enough. But like, she has to specify that my face is ugly, and like in a smart way, not like, so usually the reaction to this part of a joke is like, oh no, or like, actually true, yeah, he has a weird face, and something like this. And this joke is relatable because Chernobyl, like, thanks to HBO, people know more about the tragedy, and all kinds of like weird shit happens due to radiation. So it's like, that creates like extra effect if you know a little bit more about the tragedy, but if you know very little, you can also relate. And there is also a tag, like, where I turn this joke on myself instead of like sending something, telling something smart to her. Like, I like turn this into self-deprecation session. I said, yeah, I was born there, like, what am I gonna do? Like, my face, come on. And I've done so many things with this joke. I recorded like TikToks, Reels, Shorts, everything. I put it on Reddit. I even did a reenactment using my attractive friend at a bar.
Ew, no, you look like someone who was born 50 kilometers away from Chernobyl.
How do you write the jokes like this one? So you think of a relatable setup, or you remember the story that happened to you, which was kind of funny, and you twist it a little bit, you add some details, you add some unexpected jerks, and this is how you write a joke. So from your, it often comes from your trauma, because I've obviously been rejected by women a lot, not to that extent, but yeah, turned dark a little bit. Anyway, if you want to write a joke, remember there's always one structure, like setup, punchline. There could be some tags, there could be some add-ons, but you create expectation and you ruin it, and for some reason people laugh at it. And to make joke work, the only way is to tell it at as many places as you can imagine. I've been telling this joke on open mics, showcases, my solo gigs, at the street, to my friends, online, offline, everywhere. And this is the only way to test if your joke is good. This one is good, but it's also old, like 4 years old, so I'm really tired of telling it everywhere. But I don't have anything against it. Like, that's the way stand-up comics develops. And this is the video that would help me put something online, because like, people keep asking me like, oh, if you're such a good comic, where's your online presence? I was like, bitch, I have 9 subscribers on YouTube and 16 on TikTok. Yeah, lied about the TikTok part, it's only 5. No, but the numbers are there, they will come. And hopefully this video didn't bother you too much. So now I'm gonna do editing. And as a bonus, you can see me hustling on the streets, inviting people to my gig. It's a painful experience.
Guys, my name is Terry. I do stand-up comedy, and as a no-name comedian, I really struggle attracting people to my gigs. So now I'm gonna do the most embarrassing part of my job. I'll be hustling on the streets, telling jokes for free to invite people to see my gig for money tonight.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm using my son for emotional support. Yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world to be approaching people who don't want to be approached.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, come back for more, and buy tickets to live gigs, please.
1, 2, 3, Chernobyl!